know the procession. Ceremony of Enugu State University Science and Technology, taking place here at the special.
I am indeed very delighted to be at the 20th convocation ceremony of the Enugu State University of Science and Technology. It is the second time I will be visiting this institution in just 1 week. And I must say that on each occasion, I have felt nothing but a huge sense of pride, especially seeing the university staying true to its motto, technology for service. This is a credit to the Vice Chancellor and the entire management team for their unwavering commitment to excellence. But it also reflects the strong support we have been giving to Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Indeed, I saw technology deployed in the course of service as I toured an exhibition pavilion showcasing a diverse range of products from biotechnology to pharmacology. I was particularly impressed by Professor Mbah's invention, a cooking stove cell phone battery charger, which practically is experiential learning in action. Professor Cyprian would be receiving a grant of 50 million naira to perfect the technology and make it commercial viable. And let me also point out some of the observations I made during that tour. Recall that I was so enthused with the degree of products that I saw there, and I felt the need for us to begin to think about the difference between invention and innovation, and how we can get our professors, our students to be more of innovators, which means that there has to be interest in the commercial viability of the products we are working on, we're researching on. If we have a product coming that is still at the era of ferment, and we then have a duty to get it to a dominant design level, our job, and which is part of what we're going to be injecting huge funding in ESUT to do next year, is to ensure that we have a center of experiential learning and innovation where these products could go through those pipelines or go through what we refer to as the innovation X-curve and getting it to the peak where it becomes a dominant design. And we will be happy as government to fund those initiatives and to support the research and development in that regard. There were few other works I saw that were just as innovative. I had committed to supporting those innovators as well. I will be working with the Vice Chancellor to accomplish this commitment. Universities are meant to spur technological advancement. It is in line with this philosophy that I announced a new policy requiring all state-owned tertiary institutions in Enugu State to henceforth deliver experiential learning to our students. This change will reflect in planning, budget, curriculum reform, assessment and promotions, as well as research. We are also committing substantial funds for research purposes next year. This will be made available to state-owned tertiary institutions. As you're already aware, this year we committed 33% of our total budget to the education sector. Let me also announce here that next year's budget will be no less remarkable, as we're going to double down in our commitment to strengthen our education sector. We see investment in education beyond a sprint dash. We see it more of a marathon. So we're going to continually drill down and double down in our investment in the education sector. We have already committed 1.6 billion to carry out structural expansion at the Enugu State University of Science and Technology Teaching Hospital, Park Lane, in a way that compensates for the space constraints. So because of space, we no longer have the ability to do lateral expansion. So we're doing 2 blocks of 6 floors at the Park Lane now to accommodate all the activities we're carrying out there. We have equally provided funds worth hundreds of millions to this institution for various programs, including, and I won't bore you with all this because the Vice Chancellor has already alluded to them. Indeed, there are many other remarkable interventions and support that we made since our assumption of office. We would, as I had already mentioned, setting up a center for experiential learning and innovation here next year. It would be an experiential hub where professors will be wholly immersed in experiential learning, which will be passed on to their students. Convocations are often rewarded for the accomplishment of a significant feat. It was very much so for the students who blazed the trail as the first set of graduates produced by this great citadel of learning. Indeed, on a day like this, it is often usual for those who had walked a similar academic path to recall the sort of excitement they had experienced, the assumption they held about the future, about life itself, and how consistent those expectations proved to be with the reality outside the university campus. Convocations may truly be a celebration of a remarkable ending. They still nonetheless presage new beginnings. Confronting that new beginning is what your university education has prepared you for, essentially. So it's important to have a clear-headed vision about your future plans. Just as crucial, it's imbibing a work ethic that understands that success is never a chance occurrence. Whenever it seems so, it is only because the one who is apparently favors had sufficiently prepared for such opportunity. As the Roman philosopher and statesman Lucius Seneca the Younger noted, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. As it was for these institutions' first graduates, it is no less so for you, the graduates of the 20th convocation. I expect that we should, in some years from now, find in you a similar sense of pride as invoked by that pioneer set who have had distinguished careers in various fields of endeavor. In comparison to the world's much older and most renowned tertiary institutions, ESUT's years of existence may seem like a blip on the radar, but I challenge you not to be content with such modest reckoning regarding this institution's history. We should be challenged by what those revered universities with centuries of history had achieved at a similar age as ESUT, and strive to possibly surpass those strides. It is not inconceivable. That is because you are living in an age of technological ferment, an age where the tools and knowledge which were largely rare about a century ago are now quite literally at your fingertips. From graduating just a few dozens to having thousands of graduates in a single convocation, ESUT can by no means be deemed an institution still in its infancy. We will not relent in our support to ensure the institution grows to even greater heights and ultimately becoming a university of reference and choice for would-be undergraduates in Nigeria and beyond. Having a 20th convocation is in itself a remarkable feat. I commend the Vice Chancellor, the Chairman and members of the Governing Council, the Senate, and the entire management staff, and indeed the entire staff of ESUT, and reiterate my commitment to improving your welfare and the university's infrastructure. To the graduates, I say your debt of gratitude to your lecturers must not wane. So it is expected that ESUT will continually serve as a conveyor belt for the manpower necessary for the transformation envisaged in our society, from healthcare to engineering, ICT, agriculture, and so on. I enjoin you not to sever your link with this institution. The strength of universities like Harvard, Oxford, and the rest, and other similar renowned centuries-old universities, does not simply lie in the quality of their faculty and scholarship. It also derives in part from the immense support rendered by their alumni. Such supports sometimes persist for years after such alumni may have passed on. So it is my hope that in no distant time, ESUT can happily cite your names among its resource base. Never relent in the pursuit of excellence. That unrelenting push is often the fine margins between success and disappointment. You should always strive to be the best version of yourselves. You should nurture a deep sense of self-worth and self-belief. And on this note, I say a big congratulations to all of you, the awardees here today, and all the graduates. And I want you, as you live here, to remain a worthy ambassador of this great institution. Thank you all, and God bless Enugu State. God bless Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this man standing here is a man God has blessed to bless others. We have every reason to be happy that he's the governor of the state. He's a talk-and-do governor, and today the university has found him worthy, character, and learning to be conferred with Honorary Doctorate Award. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears as I say that Peter Mbah is a distinguished Nigerian maritime lawyer, financial analyst, and politician who has been serving as the governor of Enugu State since May 29, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, this man of honor, the governor of Enugu State, was born on March 17, 1972 in Enugu, in Kano East local government area of Enugu State. He is the founder and chief executive officer of Pinnacle Oil and Gas Limited, a key player in the oil and gas sector. Peter Mbah, Your Excellency's educational credentials are impressive. He earned a Bachelor of Laws from the University of East London in 2000, followed by a master's degree in maritime and commercial law from Lagos State University in 2004. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this man of honor further enhanced his expertise with an MBA from IEC Business School, University of Navarre, Barcelona, and holds a postgraduate diploma in strategy and innovation from the same business school, University of Oxford. In recognition of his significant contributions to the society, he was awarded an honorary doctorate in political science by Godfrey Okoye University in 2021. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Mbah's political journey includes notable roles such as Chief of Staff and Commissioner for Finance and Economic Development under Governor Chimaroke Nnamani. This gentleman, a quintessential governor, emerged as the governorship candidate for the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in May 2022, winning the election with a significant majority. In addition to his business and political endeavors, Mbah is a dedicated philanthropist. He founded the Peter Mbah Foundation, which focuses on improving living standards in rural communities through various initiatives. His commitment to public service and community development has made him a significant figure in Enugu State's contemporary political landscape. Dr. Mbah's leadership is characterized by his visionary approach to governance and ambitious plans to elevate the state's economy from $4.4 billion to an impressive $30 billion within 8 years. This man of honor here, standing, is a strategic initiator, including the establishment of the Lion Business Park, reflects his dedication to fostering investment and creating sustainable opportunities for the people of Enugu State. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Enugu State is lucky and blessed to have a distinguished man like Dr. Peter Mbah as the governor of Enugu State. In recognition of these exceptional contributions to public service, economic development, and transformative leadership in Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mbah is hereby awarded the Honorary Doctor of Business Administration and Corporate Governance Honorary Council by the Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir.
Women leader one day in a real Mbah. The only one they remember. What can one Amira? What can one Amira? What can one Amira? Become the Namu. What can one Amira? Akaji DK. Akaji DK. Even though I'm good, any kind of day. I'm a dead of a day. I'm a dead of one day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The Vice Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first let me express my profound gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, the Governing Council, the University's Senate, and indeed the entire management staff of Enugu State University of Science and Technology for this honor. Let me say that being the visitor to this university, the decision to accept this award was not an easy one, because it would almost serve as it would almost seem as self-serving. But I consented to it after all my ethical concerns have been allayed. And frankly, you now see, normally when people say they are wearing two caps, we talk about wearing two caps metaphorically. But you can see it literally now. Some few minutes ago, I was not only wearing a different cap, I was robed in a set of cap and a gown. And right now, I am wearing a different cap and a different gown. So I'm literally wearing two caps and two gowns here. So I want to also take this opportunity to congratulate my fellow recipient of DBA, Dr. Berg Meyer. I want to also put on record my appreciation for the great things he has started to do and he's going to continue to do, because he had just whispered that to me. Just before we came here, I stopped over to commission 140 kilowatts solar powered energy, which he has provided for the Faculty of Management Sciences, and also an annex building. I'm informed by the VC that that would practically take those two buildings out of the grid. And we just here you're also witness to the announcement of matching the 50 million, not just matching, but actually building on it, because he's now put down 52 million in addition to the already 51 million we have committed to support Professor Cyprian Mbachi in his invention, the cooking stove that has the capability to also charge cell phone, and a creative invention. So we want that to go commercial. And so we believe that with this fund, we can basically commercialize this great innovation. So as I've always said, and as I mentioned in my speech, my commitment, my unwavering commitment to support ESUT is irrevocable. And ESUT, the Enugu State University of Science and Technology, will certainly continue to soar to a greater height. This is a promise. And as we want to say in Enugu, tomorrow is indeed. Yeah. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Imane